Asmongold has been going hard and heavy recently, not talking about his political ramblings, but in regards to his gaming commentary, I mean, the guy's pressing the right buttons in a lot of different places. He was bang on in regards to Dragon Age. He was laughing his ass off to how woke Dustborn is. And now he seemed to have run amok of concern trolling indie developers. Check this out. Recently, I've added the word grifter to a long list of words that, when used, I take the person using it less seriously. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Okay, formerly a word used to define a scammer is now redefined with the intent of character assassination towards anyone whose opinions differ from their own. Yeah, usually specifically the domain of leftists, because you see that whenever somebody's talking about somebody who's more successful than them. Oh, just going, oh, you're just a grifter. You don't care about any of the stuff that you talk about. Or you're just placating your stupid audience. It's like, wow, awfully bold assertions from somebody who wants to scream Free Palestine from the top of their lungs but couldn't point to it on a map. Yeah, as Gangman Lee points out, there's a long list of words that don't mean anything anymore, like racist, sexist, little mustache man. It's just mindless epithet morons used to shut normal people up. Yep, NPC dialogue option, says Asmongold, and he's 1,000% correct, because he has been pushing, like I said at the beginning, all the right buttons to expose that not just the rot of the gaming industry is the exclusive domain of the AAA space, but no, is the indie game slop that's out there as well that is just as ripe for the criticism. Wrong Organ Studio, which a name for a development studio like that is like, okay, you already got a red flag placed on you for that. The co-founder laments discovery of Mouthwashing. Okay, that's the game we're talking about here. By the anti-woke crowd. Asmongold, that is. And this says anti-woke means anti-gay means anti-me as a dev. Yeah, this guy's just spiraling. And it's hilarious. According to Wrong Organ co-founder Martin Halldin, the discovery of the studio's latest slop Mouthwashing. Oh yeah, I guess it's going for I hate this stuff anyways. It's this whole PS1 aesthetic. Oh, we're doing a retro throwback style to our game. It's like, no, you're just lazy and you don't think that you can get away with doing pixel art shit, because that's basically what we're doing here, man. Like the PS1 aesthetic, it's not an art style. It's AIDS. It was AIDS at the time, and I was somebody that grew up with that stuff, and it's like I immediately preferred N64, Super Nintendo stuff. PS1 has a great catalog of games, but it's dwarfed by the PS2 and the PS3 and completely eclipsed by the NES and the Super Nintendo. But I digress. But yes, the anti-woke crowd, due to its recent fan art controversy in one of the worst developments, that could have befallen the indie title. He believes anyone who holds such views is anti-gay and thus anti-me as a dev. Oh my god. I mean, here's the thing. If you've made a game that's worth it, should it really matter? Because here's the thing. This whole anti-woke crowd, which is just, another one of those denonyms that a certain population likes to throw around. Yeah, you take a look at their buying habits, and they're going to be fervent in boycotting or just simply not indulging the whims of ideological developers on one hand. They are adherents to supporting anything that espouses the inverse or just simply apolitical positions. Like, take a look at Stellar Blade. It might have been a middling release. It might have had the success of Lollipop Chainsaw when it first came around. But in reality, it ended up selling extremely well and getting incredibly popular DLC off the back of it. Okay, as previously reported, Mouthwashing is a first-person adventure game set against the backdrop of deep space, wherein players are put in the role of various crew members aboard the Tulpar, a transport freighter which has crash-landed in a remote planet during a routine delivery run. Having survived the initial accident, the player and the other members of the Tulpar's 5-person team band together with hopes of surviving. But unfortunately, the darker impulses of certain crewmates soon cause everything to spiral into a pit of social and psychological tension. And here's the thing. Before we even get started, when Asmongold was talking about this game, he was looking at it in a positive light, expressing interest in potentially playing the game. Following the release of the game on September 26th, a number of its players quickly found themselves gravitating towards the Tulpar's lone female member, Anya, and her Shelley Duvall-inspired appearance. Yeah, she looks like modern AAA strong female protagonist, if we're being completely honest, with that do-it-yourself mullet haircut, which is like, at this point in time, bro, I'm sick of seeing that shit. That's just alongside, the SSR eyes that she's rocking is like, why this needs to stop. I'm so sick of seeing it. Anyways, and as with, practically any media in human history, thanks to her popular appeal, Anya became the subject of numerous pieces of fan art. Well, of course, degenerates online are going to do degenerate shit. More news at 11. Unfortunately, a number of these illustrations, particularly those that shows the Templar's resident medic as a well-defined female features, drew the ire of the game's more activism-oriented player base, who poured out in droves to chastise and in many cases outright harass the artists for, in their view, unnecessarily sexualizing a survivor of a sexual assault, as explained during, the standard playthrough of Mouthwashing, where it's like, yeah, okay, freaks make fan art. I don't know what else to tell you. Rule 34 has been a staple of the internet since the internet was the internet. Like, you need to stop grandstanding. In response to this discourse, the game's development team would take the official Wrong Organ Twitter account to condemn the aggressive nature for which outraged expressed their opinions. Okay. Some Mouthwashing fan creators have been receiving harassment over works that others have found distasteful, wrote the developer on September 24th. If you see fan work that you do not like, ignore or block/ignore it. Any form of harassment is unacceptable. If you can't be respectful and considerate, this fandom is not a place for you. Yeah, that's fine. It's like, some other people are going to do stuff. That's fine. You don't have to engage with it. You can just move on with your day. I actually don't mind that stance at all. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not saying, report it to us and we'll just, come down with them on the might of God. We might copyright strike them for whatever that's worth. It's like, no, you don't like it. You can be a big boy on the internet and X out of that tab. Okay? As a result of both the initial discourse and Wrong Organ's refusal to condone the following harassment, Mouthwashing eventually caught the attention of popular streamer Asmongold, who became aware of the fan art controversy during a November 27th live stream. So yeah, this has been apparently going on for a while. Reacting to YouTuber Hero Hayes' video coverage of the situation, Asmongold came out in support of both Wrong Organ's stance and the fan art's freedom of expression. Yeah, see, bang on in that situation, right? Positing to his viewers that the actual problem was not the artwork, but rather the fact that a bunch of moral retards going around trying to tell everyone else what to do. I don't want to have some idiot on Twitter tell me what to do. It's that simple, 1000%. Even though I see what's going on here and go, it's like, if that's what you want to draw, if that's what you want to do with your life, just go outside. It's utterly grassless behavior. Later that same day, Asmongold's video would come across the desk of the aforementioned Halldin, who responded to the YouTuber's coverage via his personal Twitter account with an admission. The anti-woke crowd has found the game and I feel sick to my stomach. What are you talking about? It says, like, the game that you worked on is being used as a framing device to, just point and laugh at weirdos on the internet. This isn't about you, freak. Being on Twitter is going to be unbelievably painful from now on, and I don't know if I could be active on here. Yo, bro, you were just looking for an opportunity to spurg out and announce, I'm going to Blue Sky. I don't have the energy for this. Bro, how do you make this all about yourself? What are you doing? Met with the level-headed response of, he seemed interested in the game, and he said that he played it after hearing about the controversy, so I say the more people experiencing your art, the better. Yeah, exactly, even if you don't like them. From another user, Wrong Organ audio lead asserted, anti-woke means anti-gay, and it means anti-me as a dev, and it's like, yo, you need to chill out for a second. I've seen that dance many times before. I don't want him playing it regardless of exposure because it makes me feel like absolute crap. Okay, you need to get your emotions under control, okay? Because you're clearly not acting like an adult. I'd like, this is unhinged, man. As of writing, yes, Halldin's Twitter account is currently set to private. But oh wait, there's more, because I think there was potentially a little bit more to this whole, oh god, I didn't want anybody finding out how degenerate we are. Okay, so you got a savvy deep dive here. So after seeing someone else found the LinkedIn for the guy hate crusading on Asmongold for the crime of thinking people who harass an artist are stupid and lame. Yeah, exactly. She went to work. Naturally, I went to his LinkedIn and then the company one, and there were some curious things. So But the sound guy isn't just the sound guy. He calls himself a co-founder. Kind of misleading on Twitter. Okay, yeah, that's very interesting because there you have audio lead at wrong organ in future games. Oh, okay, co-founder. Oh, co-founder, audio lead, wrong organ, full-time's been there for a year and 5 months. Okay. Formerly, yes, the sound designer, audio programmer at How Fish Is Made. Okay, future games. Okay, that was the project that he was working on part-time. Okay, I guess maybe contract or something like that. Whatever. They hired an advisor who is very heavy in DEI. Oh, big shock on that one. I wonder if he advised them to do something like this. Be eager to misrepresent the current issue and complaints in gaming. Either way, consultants continue to be the biggest waste of money in the studios that exist. It, yes, was once used to be a useful term, yes, relating only to historians, lawyers, or actual marketers. Yeah, because when it comes to consultants, I mean, in the current context of what they provide for a studio or for any sort of creative endeavor, it's a hustle, it's a scam. But when it comes to, I don't know, man, like let's just say you're doing a biopic, you're doing a historical epic, somebody's properly doing the story of Alexander the Great, okay, and you wanted to depict multiple battles that are out there. You would hire historical consultants, warfare consultants, to make sure that you're depicting things accurately and appropriately to make them gel with the era. Like that's when consultants are useful, lending expert insight to a situation. Not, yeah, I think that character should be black, or where are the gays? It's not useful. Not useful at all whatsoever, and that's the person that you get with Alexander Milton, pronouns in bio, worked at wrong organ as an advisor for a year and 4 months. Interesting. Little indie dev hiring an advisor like him. I would imagine, somebody with such an extensive resume wouldn't come cheap, but okay, sure. But yes, his website is also a bit goofy. Talking once again about Martin here. Or Milton, rather. Milton? His name is Martin. Anyways, personally, I'd never hire someone with this as their first impression. But yeah, I'd also never hire a consultant. Oh, so that is Milton. Yeah, interesting. Why does his LinkedIn picture look different than his stand-up picture? Very strange and stuff like that. But yeah, wrong organ. It does appear to have some skeletons in their closet, but they also have a game that's out for sale that at least looks intriguing to some people. But so in digging away, okay. We got the co-founder stating anyone who follows Grums can, oh yeah, there we go, the stereotypical Grums man bad situation, okay. On top of him feeling sick that Asmongold thinks people who harass artists suck. Oh, and you know what's wild? All the people attacking the artists are sending, threats, were pronoun users. Oh, big shock on that one. The tolerance side of the equation, always you revealing exactly who they are. Grums has no seat at the table, a failed dev and a failed grifter. Oh my God, there it goes. It comes full circle, guys. Forever a loser. Some Mouthwash fan creators have been receiving harassment over works that others have found distasteful. Back to the original post. Grums, don't know if you know this about Mouthwashing indie game, but the devs would be cool to command the devs of the game for standing up, or commend the devs for standing up against the woke crowd harassing artists on here. Yeah, interesting. Hey, Grums, there's this little indie game company that's doing something good. Do you want to, give him a pat on the back? No, we got to let this mental patient just say he has no seat at the table because he's bad for reasons? Yeah, imagine that. In an attempt to do something good, in an attempt to deride one group of weirdos, Asmongold kicked the hornet's nest and stirred up a completely different group that exposes them of somehow being even more insufferable than deviant artists. Who could have possibly seen that one coming? So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo, and I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.